Hi everybody, welcome to my channel Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel sesibuke ama-reality shows ethu alla eMzansi bese sizala sokhuluma ngawo lama shows. Siyaphinda futhi sikhuluma ngama-celebrities kanye nama-YouTubers ethu alla eMzansi. If it is your first time joining me today and you really like my content, do not forget to press the subscribe button la ngezansi and a notification bell ukuze uthole umyalezo uma ngabe umsebenzi omusha sesiwufakile. Guys, like the natural light here is like changing. So it's like bright and then dark. So if you see the change, yeah. Anyway, you guys, listen, I'm going to do the final part of the review, which is part 4, which I wasn't planning to do, but I wanted to do this scene separately from all the other scenes. So it's Singa and Jojo here talking about their friendship, you guys. It's unfortunate that it ended the way that it did, but I'm just hoping that this is not the last scene that they shoot. This is not the last conversation that they have about their friendship, you guys. Anyway, if you are joining me for the first time and you really like my content, there is a subscribe button and a notification bell. Please press it. Also, there's other ways to support the channel. There's a like button, there's a thanks button. Press both. There's also adverts on this video. Please watch some, okay? So you guys, finally, I think Jojo, you guys, has been hurt, but what has happened with the relationship with Annie. Did I say Jojo? I think more Annie, you guys. They are both hurt. Let me say that. They are both hurt. But what has happened in their relationship? And they both of them think they have been done wrong in the friendship, and they feel like the friendship has been fake because the other person is not understanding where they are in the friendship. Okay, so but obviously, you guys, Jojo is a child. You know, Jojo is a child in a sense that she's not going to be an adult in the situation. She's not going to call you to have that sit down and have a talk with you. And it was the only chance we had of them ever sitting down and having a conversation about their friendship, which is what happens here, because she decides she's gonna go to Jojo's room, which she ended up not getting into the room. They talk just outside the room and have a conversation, you guys. I was glad that finally it's going to be just the two of them, you know, nobody editing, nobody watching them who says what. So she goes there, and you guys, I do think, you guys, that Annie really thought Jojo was her true friend. But I don't think that Jojo was a true friend to Annie. And I'm going to tell you, you guys, because when you fight with your friend, you can fight with your friend and say some hurtful things. But when you start saying hurtful things that you know they are hateful, if as a friend I always tell you, because you know what, it really hurts me when people say this about me online. Okay, and then when we fight, you start saying those things to me. You are never really my friend, because you took the information that I gave to you, being vulnerable with you as a friend, and saying this really hurts me. The fact that my eye looks like this really hurts me. The fact that people say that I look ugly with this eye really hurts me. This is something I want to fix. And then when we are fighting, you use that information against me, where we're really friends, you know. This is what really disappointed me about this scene. But anyway, you guys, Jojo had been talking about the fact that she lost her voice. She doesn't know what's happening and all of that. So when Annie arrives, she did complain about the fact that she doesn't have her voice, like is like Shile, you know, which surprised me, because towards the end of the conversation, she was screaming and the voice was there. I think honestly she was using the voice thing to see if she can get out of having a conversation with Annie about whatever, you know. So you guys, and Annie tries to express that she feels betrayed by Jojo. Okay, guys, I'm gonna say what she said, but obviously it's my interpretation of what she was trying to say to Jojo. And I feel like Annie is trying to say what she got upset with Jojo, because when she went to Jojo's room and said that she was smelling alcohol, her intentions were not bad. It was just making conversation. If I come to your room as a friend and I say it smells like alcohol, you can't, as my friend, think that I mean any harm by that. That's all that I said. I didn't say you were drinking too much. I didn't say you were an alcoholic. I just say it smells of alcohol. And if you knew me as a friend, you would understand that I didn't mean no harm there. For you to go to everybody instead of asking me separately, why did you say that, my friend, or that hurts my feelings, my friend. Instead of doing that, you went to the group and you asked about it in a group setting. Okay, that hurts my feeling. And when you were asking about it in a group setting, you changed it. You made it seem like I am saying that you are a drunkard, and you make it seem like I am saying you were drunk in your room. That is my interpretation of what Annie was trying to express to Jojo. Now, this is the interpretation of what I think Jojo is trying to say to Annie. Listen, I was hurt by what you said because I felt like I've been hearing that people are talking about my drinking. So when you said what you said, it made me think of that, and I felt like you were accusing me of that. And I felt like I wanted to address this in a group setting because I felt like everybody else was talking about this. So the fact that I didn't say it exactly like I should have done, that was a mistake on my part, but obviously Jojo didn't say it was a mistake, but it's my interpretation. But what I was trying to say was that let me just address it with everybody because it seemed like everybody is thinking that I am drinking a lot. I was hurt by what you said. Listen, you guys, I do not like Jojo this season. I do not like the way that she does not take responsibility and accountability for anything, but I'm going to give her this when it comes to this issue with Annie. I do feel like when you are friends with somebody and they tell you, my friend, you hurt my feelings, even if you are at a point where you still don't understand how what you did or what you said can hurt them, you can still say sorry just for the fact that their feelings are hurt. I feel like Annie should be able to recognize that too, to say, you know what, my friend, I don't understand why you'd be hurt by that because honestly, I didn't mean no harm. But since your feelings are hurt, let me give it to you. I'm sorry that your feelings are hurt. I feel like Annie could give Jojo that, okay. But I feel like Annie has a point in saying, did you think that little of our friendship that you would think that I would be the one to go around and talk about you being a drunkard? Why would you think that? Because me and you have been real friends. Of course, I'm not going to do anything to hurt you. Even if people are talking about you, that is not what I was talking about, Also, you disrespected us as a group. When you had a blow up and you threw things and you left us with trip. No apology there. You don't take accountability, Now, it's like everything that Annie was trying to say to George was, you know what, you're acting like a victim, but you don't take accountability. You don't take accountability. You are manipulative. I'm like, Sigu Pilana, because this is no longer grade R. This is no longer grade R as we are breastfeeding somewhere. Because I'm like, hi, George. Pila, it can't be that everything that Annie has a complaint about in the friendship, now you have a complaint. Because Annie, her point is, George is very manipulative. Because she would do something, and then when she needs to take accountability, she will manipulate the situation where now she's the one crying, now she's a victim. This is the biggest thing, Annie. You are manipulative and you like acting like a victim. On point, because that's what we've been saying about Jojo. You like acting like a victim. Jojo is like, but you also manipulative. You also a manipulative liar. And he's like, I might be everything, but I might be anything, but not a liar. I also feel like Annie is not a liar, or at least I haven't seen anywhere where Annie is a liar. I don't know where it comes from, where Jojo felt like Annie is now a lie, and then she says, we can never be friends with you. This is what I think really hurt Annie, you guys. For the first time we saw Annie cry like for the friendship on Real Housewives. Annie don't care about nobody, but I think she cared about if friendship here can know George, because she says, Jojo said, you are ugly. We know that has been said online with regards to Annie having a lazy eye. You are ugly. She said you are mean. You are not a good person. Those are the things that have been said online. Initially, I had to go back to that scene because Annie kept saying, oh, so now you're going to repeat everything that is being said on Twitter. So now you are a live a troll or whatever. And I was like, what does she mean? And then I realized what Annie means is that Jojo is repeating the things that are being said about Annie on Twitter. all of those things, you ugly, you are mean, you're not a good person, and all of that. She was saying all of those things. I think that's the thing that really upset Ulona Ueni. Ueni from Georgia is like, you are manipulative and you act like a victim and you are disrespectful. You disrespected our friendship. Nobody offered an apology. And they did not resolve anything. And Jojo kept on wanting to walk away, which she ended up doing. And because of course she's a victim. Another thing that Jojo said that I don't understand, she says that Ueni is the one that has excluded her and Nonku from the group. And it's like, me, you guys are the ones that have separated yourselves from the group. And she also says that you also believed what Usane said. You cared about what Usane said. Ueni has always maintained, you guys, that I don't care about Nonku. I'm not friends with Nonku. I don't care about Usane. I'm not friends with Usane, but I am friends with you. She says, I never said that I believed what Usane said. And you guys, value Ueni has said, Usane, I believe what you said, what they said, you said, Jojo Nonku. But what she's upset about is that when Lona was saying that about her friend Jojo didn't defend her. That is the issue. Is that if you were my friend and somebody's sitting at the table saying this about me, why would you not? Because at the time, remember, they didn't have issues. This was before they even had a sit down and talked about taking Ueni to the doctor to fix her eye and all of that, which was what we thought was a genuine exchange between two friends. So she's saying, at that moment when you had a sit down with Usane and Usane said this about me, you did not say anything. So basically, kushukutu, we were never friends. Okay, she does say, Jojo, at some point that we never gonna be friends. And I felt like she interpreted that as we were never friends, because she's like, how are you going to now be friends with me with the 2 full years? And then all of a sudden, only now you realize that we can never be friends. So what have we been doing in the past 2 years? And then she changes to Jojo. She says, no, but we can never be friends again. Okay. Already, you guys, it was too heated for them to be able to calm down. And remember, it's just the 2 of them. So there's nobody, the crew as well. So there was nobody to sort of like, guys, listen, like, can we have just one person express how they feel and then another one? So I think both of them, their feelings were hurt. But I really saw it. Jojo, really, honestly, it's hard for me to say when she's genuinely hurt, because she cries about everything. It's like, anything, but to see any cry in that moment, because afterwards she walks away, she sits down, she's really emotional, she ends up calling Sorisha because she wants to vent. And she says what hurts her is the fact that she really invested a lot of time in the friendship. Annie has been consistent in saying that she takes time to become friends with people because she has a hard time trusting people. And the only 2 people that she has been able to build a genuine friendship with is Sorisha, not Jojo. So to have Jojo do what she did, which was basically betray her and call her everything that she's been called online, it's like, yeah, this is the reason why I take time to become friends with people, because at the end of the day, once I'm vulnerable with you, now you know the things that people are saying about me online, I hurt my feelings, now you're going to use that. I don't think that there is hope, you guys. I know for myself that if somebody did something like that to me, it would create a distance, even if we make up, but it would be like an arm's length kind of a relationship, because it's like, okay, you can never be trusted with my feelings, because one day you're going to use them against me. Okay. It's said, you guys, I don't think that I'm happy that their friendship is ending. I don't want to lie, because I don't think that it's nice for either of them. It wasn't nice to see Ueni genuinely cry about the fact that I thought that this person was my friend, for her to be saying the things that she is saying to me, that she knows very well that are hurtful, was not nice. So it wasn't nice to watch that. I think Usorisha did try to calm him down, because Usorisha does say on the phone, I thought that you guys were just going to talk and you were going to come back and tell me that she apologized. Obviously there was no apology, nothing. Nobody is going to get an apology from Jojo. Can we just get that? Nobody's going to get an apology from Jojo. Okay, so obviously Annie's hurt that she took the time to build this friendship which she thought was genuine, but it was never genuine. Obviously she wasted her time. I think from now on, probably the only person that is going to be friends with Annie is going to be Sorisha. But I want to take the time to appreciate Annie, you guys. I think that it wasn't easy for her to be vulnerable like that on national TV, but I do feel like this was one of those scenes where I felt like, wow, this was really genuine. Okay, I teared her up a little bit. I did, you guys. I did, because I was like, she's really hurt. They are both hurt, but I feel like more is Annie, you guys. I feel like the reason friendship ka Annie no Jojo didn't work out is because Jojo wants to be babied. She wants to be babied in a friendship. She wants to cry her comfort. She wants the friendship to be about them. And Annie is not that person. Annie is not going to baby you. Annie is going to make you take some accountability, take some responsibility. And I feel like that's the reason it's working out with Jojo and everything. And Annie was not like that. But it's said that friendship is ending. I don't want to lie, you guys. But there was it, you guys. There was a confrontation. Do I feel like they're going to come back together at some point with everything that they're posting on Instagram, you guys? I don't think so, because obviously they are done shooting a long time ago. And if they are still having this on Instagram and all of that, that means that nothing was ever settled. Because if things were fixed afterwards, then we will see them attend events together, we will see them post each other. But since we are not seeing that, it leaves me to think that nothing is resolved. However, you guys, I believe that they have not shot the reunion, so maybe there is a chance that when they come back from the reunion, things will be different. I don't know. But, you never know. You never know. Anyway, you guys, that was the episode for today. Tell me what you think about it in the comments section. Tell me what you feel about Jojo and his friendship. What did you think about that back and forth? Anyway, you guys, listen. Hi, Bo. I thought I was going to talk about this in this video. Okay. So, one thing I didn't mention in the last part was that when they were having a back and forth with Umbali. This is very important to mention, ne? And it's they're having a back and forth. So Umbali actually confirmed, you guys. This is very important for us to know, especially going to the reunion. Umbali confirmed because Nonko did say those things about Usli. She said it in Nonko's face, and Nonko didn't deny it. Okay. So if you are somebody that did not watch the episode at all, just know that information is very important for us to know that Umbali confirmed that yes, Unoku did say those things about Usli being broke, and then Usli became emotional and was crying. I was like, "Sekhalela man to sleep," but I guess what she's hurt. But dramatic labo mama. Anyway, you guys, listen. For a change, yes, it was nice to go to and get born and Usane was like, okay. Huh. It was nice to just be getting those funny comments from Usane. She wasn't part of the drama, and I think even with Jojo, she tried to, because she could have been involved, because she's the one that actually has the messages that Jojo allegedly sent to her, but she had, I think she's had enough drama. She's like, this isn't enough for me, Anyway, you guys, yes, there was an episode for today. I did enjoy this episode, even though it was emotional a little bit towards the end. But it's great for the show. It's great for us to get those raw moments between cast members, you guys. Unonku just ached me this episode. She did, she's becoming Jojo in a sense that she's not taking accountability. Girl, if ushile into isho ukuthi uyishilo stile nayo sidlule. Nifuna ukuconfessa yonke into kwi-reunion. Nosane nayo confessa kwi-reunion, now uzoconfessa kwi-reunion. Everyone. Ngathi bangalethi uMabusi azothi, what is uMabusi vibe? ngicela umabusi at the reunion to just come and ask ukuthi what is umabusi vibe. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando kakhulu.